going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. As you can see by the title, today I'm doing the Little Angel by Shade Indonesia. Now, Shade Indonesia is one of my favorite all-time knife companies. My top three. He's definitely Shaney, which is the owner, is awesome dude. But him and Vic Lynn from Work Tough Gear, and I'd have to say Tops. The top three is going to be Work Tough, Tops, and Shade Indonesia are my top three favorite manufacturers of blades. You know, they're awesome quality. Everything, their fit and finish is always on point. Awesome customer service. They're all awesome dudes. You know, they strive for excellence in their blades, and you see it when you get them. They're freaking badass. You know, they are going to be a little bit on the pricier side. You know, they're not going to be on the cheap end. All three of those, but you get what you pay for. That, and this company is definitely all three of those companies actually are definitely, you get what you pay for. So I highly recommend all three, and then especially Shade Indonesia. They're just awesome. You know, love all their stuff that I see, and they all come out with Shade Indonesia. He has a special twist that if you go look him up on either Instagram or Facebook, you'll see all of his blades are kind of like everyone says it, and it's so true. It's functional fantasy, so it almost looks a little bit fantasy-like, but definitely doesn't have the fantasy quality. It's just the same qualities you get from any high-end knife. Just awesome knives. The heat treat, Shaney has the heat treat down. The materials he uses are just the best, top notch. So let's get into this. So let's start off with the sheath here, with it in the sheath. Awesome sheath, you know, has really good retention. It is a little bit of a rattle, but you know, again, we're not doing special ops shit with this, so I don't mind a little bit of rattle. But it's, you know, it has its open right here. That's why I think it has a little extra rattle because of that. But to me, it's no big deal. It has a bunch of lashing points here. Awesome Kydex. You know, it even has the forming looks on point. It has this nice nylon strap here. So if you don't take off your belt to take this off. You can just put it on there, tighten it to it. It has a nice firm button lock retention right there. And this is the way this one deploys, just like the big boys. Comes out like that. Boom. Now look at this freaking blade. Just awesome, man. And I think Scab, because let me go back real quick. I got to give a huge thank you to Shaney from Shade Indonesia, and also Scab from Choir Boys Outdoors. They're the reason why I'm able to test this baby today. They allow me to be a part of their pass around blade group. So appreciate you guys. Check out Scab's channel. Guy does awesome content. Thorough, one of the best content creators out there right now for blades. So let's go over the specs on this. You got a 1/4 inch thick stock of steel. You have 5160 is a steel type, 5160. You have a 9-inch, a little under a 9-inch blade total. Cutting edge is about a little bit under 8-inch. You have a 6-inch handle. You got micarta. I'm sorry, not micarta. This is a G10. G10 handle scales. Red liners that freaking just pop. Look at those red liners. Awesome, man. You got that, I don't know, Persian style influence, and I do like the grip on this. It has a little hump here that goes like that. It feels good in the hand. It like melts right between your two fingers here. So when you're gripping it, it holds in pretty tight. You know, and then you got the little ring here, the Eye of Odin, if you'd say, or number of reasons ways you can use this, or you know, also just for looks too. Looks pretty badass. Have a little ring here. Has a little spot here for your thumb to grip up if you're gonna do some down slashing with it. Just beautiful. Nice little cutouts here for a little bit of the design. You got yourself a nice generous choil, nice and fat choil to get up close. Your finger fits perfectly up here into the choil for cutting. I can't wait to go test this bad boy, cut some shit up. This thing's badass. So I did bring out, because it's very similar, and I brought out the Big Brother because I've also had people, I did a short on this one, and I had a couple people ask me, hey man, can you hold it up against the Son of Kratos? Because I do have the Son of Kratos blade. They want to see the similarities. And this is almost like a slender, tactical, easier to carry version of the Son of Kratos. So look at the little angel for the Kratos. Look at that. Now, if you order the Son of Kratos, it's gonna come with this kind of finish. So I like satin finish knives, so they satin finished it for me. But look at the similarities. I like this, the same style with the little design cutout right there. The handle's a little different on this one, obviously, but the blade shapes are pretty similar. Pretty similar as far as blade shapes. This one's a little more slender. This one has a fatter belly, but a lot of similarities. Looks like the grindwork's a little different right in here. This one has like a slender wedge, when this one has a
meant to say swedge, the back swedge of the knife.
But different but similar. Love this knife. Love this knife. Bitchin' ass knife. But we're talking about the little angel here. So I think I went over everything already on this thing. It looks awesome, and this thing is freaking razor sharp. Like I said, I think Scab put his edge on it because I know he used the hell out of it. I think he honed it up for me. But that's one thing about 5160, man. 5160 is one hell of an awesome steel. For it's not a super steel in any way, but it's also, it holds an awesome edge. It's tough as hell. I mean, you're not gonna worry about breaking it really. I mean, unless you're really doing something crazy with it. And it's just an awesome all around steel. If you put a good heat treat on it, it has really good spring ability, you know, so it's flexible. I mean, this one's pretty thick, so I think you have to worry about that. But I mean, it's just all the way around a good steel, good tried and true steel. So I brought a piece of paper just to show you the sharpness that I think Scab, look at that. I don't know if he did it or someone here did it, but man, this thing is a freaking razor blade. Put it on here. When I got it and I put things, I was like, oh, I wonder if it's a used edge. I might have to hone it up. And then after I, look at that. Let's see if I can do a little nice and slow. Whoop. Small, let's see. Oops. Little curls there. After I got it out and I felt it, I was like, oh shit, no, this thing doesn't need honing up, man. I was like, oh, this thing, I don't need to do anything to this on the work sharp, man. That thing is just awesome all the way through. Man, razor. All right, guys, let's go take this out and beat up on some shit. Let's start this video off with a bottle cut here. Easy peasy. Now a can. Right off, man. This sucker is sharp. Okay, at the door now. We're gonna hit it a few times here and see how the edge holds up and see how the handle feels, if there's any hot spots, and go from there. Let's check it out. Just removing material. You know, and that fat belly on there makes it really good for processing wood like this, for chopping. And no hot spots at all. Everything feels nice. It feels just forms into the hand. I really like the handle. It feels really good in the hand. Let's a few more whacks here. Let's do some hard downward hits here. Let's see that edge. Flawless. No issues at all. Look at that thing. Let's do some 4-foot drops, test the balance of this thing, and then we'll do some hard downward throws, see if anything comes loose, the scales or anything. Right now, everything's super tight. Feels all secure here. Let's give it a try. Whew. Little angel like an arrow. Let's see here. Man, all right, let's do some downward throws here. Wait till the doggy moves out of the way. All right, he's clear and safe. Let's do it. Boom. All right, nice and deep. Boom. Look at that. Look at that penetration. Picking up the log. Look at that tip. That's what I love about Shaney and his lot of his stuff. They keep a nice, fat, robust tip. Heat treat's on point. No bending, no nothing. Just awesome. Just awesome. We have these palm trees that get in the way of everything, so it's easy to clean these up and put these in the recycle bin. Let's do a little bit of processing here. Look at that. Like butter. Don't even feel resistance. Man, easy. Easy work. All right. Let's do some chopping here. Chop these in pieces and see how it goes. Gotta make sure the doggy's clear. Clear. Look at that. Womp. Womp. Makes this easy work. Man, too easy. Another test I like doing, or a demo, is a penetration test. So I'm gonna hit into the log and see how far it goes into the blade sinks into the log here. So let's give it a try. Oh yeah. One more time here. Look at that. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but man, it's making almost like a whistle when I swing it. Let's try that again here. That's pretty damn deep. Has really good bite. Look at that. Man, this thing is an awesome chopper. Man. Let's do a little bit of batoning here. I don't have that many big sticks, but
meant to say logs.
Fairly thick, not too thick, and hard as hell though. It's like petrified wood. So we'll see how it batons through here. You know, I'll be getting some more better pieces for demoing for you guys, but here's what I got. Man, splitting it good. Look at that. Woo-wee. Easy. Let's try it again. Just easy. And it's fat enough and wide enough to bust through the wood pretty easy. Holding up great. No issues at all. It's a Shade Indonesia blade saw. I've already tested a few of these out and they've all been just amazing. This is the same scenario. Let's see how she feather sticks here. So I'm gonna go up close in this choil right here. See how it feels. So far it feels comfortable, and I see how my thumb's way up here. It's a perfect little notch for your thumb. Feels just right. Feels natural. Let's see here what we can get here. Some feather sticks we can get here. Oh yeah, really comfortable. Nice fine curls. Some of them are falling there, but some of them aren't. Let me grab here. You can also grab here and here. Different ways to skin the kitty cat, as they say. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see how it feels with a little bit of thrusting here, stabbing into the log. I'll do a little slight prying. This isn't my knife, so I'm not going to go too nuts, but I have confidence in Shade Indonesia work, so I'm almost positive the tip will not break or have anything wrong with it. But let's get started. And you can tell I'm hitting it fairly hard because it's sticking in. Wiggling it a little bit side to side. Up and down. And you never want to wiggle a knife side to side, but you got a good quality, thick, well heat treated knife like this, you don't have to worry about it too much. Let's check out that tip. Flawless. Let's go down here. No bending, straight as a freaking arrow. Okay, let's use this ring here to bust this bottle. I don't recommend trying this at home because I know it is unsafe, but I'm gonna do it for this demo here. So let's see how it does. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, yeah. That worked. I did it over the trash can so the dog won't get his paws stepped in it. But yeah, that definitely will work. If it busts the skull, definitely, or if it'll bust the bottle, it'll definitely bust your skull. All right, let's give it a few throws at the log here and see how it flies. It's probably wrap it up with this last throwing demo here. So let's check it out. Oh, like an arrow. Look at that thing. Man. Nice and deep. Let's try that again. This time I'll do a, gotta be careful, this thing's razor sharp, but I'll do a nose spin, nose half throw here.
Meant to say half spin.
Easy peasy. Man. All right, that wraps up my review on the Shade Indonesia Little Angel. Man, this thing is badass. Like I was saying earlier, every single blade I've tested from Shade Indonesia has just been spot on. Fit and finish is always on point. Never had an issue with that. Heat treat is always on point. I mean, this thing is straight as an arrow. I mean, this thing's badass. Batoning, chopping. This is an all-around knife. Again, it looks fantasy, right? But you saw everything I did. It's totally functional. Functional fantasies will hold up. This you could take to up in the woods, mountain area during an apocalypse. And this thing will not let you down. This thing will just, I mean, it will do everything you need it to do and more. I mean, it's just awesome. The choil feels nice and comfortable. The blade is nice and balanced. I mean, it's just awesome blade. I mean, really, really nice in the hand. You saw that little pummel works. Just badass. It flies. That's why it flies so good, man. This thing is balanced. I mean, this thing flies like a little angel. This thing is just awesome. Awesome, man. Hey, Shaney, keep doing the good work, brother. Your shit is just badass, man. You're definitely an artist, and you got down what you're doing, man. Just freaking badass. And again, a huge thank you to Scab from Choir Boys Outdoors. I'm going to hone this baby up and send it back to him. And thank you, Shaney from Shade Indonesia, for letting me review and test this beautiful, beautiful blade. Love it. Love it. Nothing but positive, good things to say about it, man. Just like all the rest of his stuff. All right, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until next knife, gun, or whatever.